fucking thing working here? I don't know all this shit.
Yes!
Hey, boys.
Hey!
What's going on?
Fucking hell.
You're fucking looking good over there in the UK.
What we doing,
Hey,
man?
Malik.
Yeah, man. Just fucking getting all these crazy ingredients going.
Have you had a haircut today?
No, I think I need one, though. I got
It's looking good, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Looking good. Right,
So
dude.
you guys-
So we've got a lot of people on this call. We've had some technical problems, so sorry to everyone for that.
Hey, guys.
So, man, I think we should probably start by, if Malik, do you want to give a quick introduction, man?
Yeah, man. My name's Malik. I've been roped into this whole DadBOdd scheme, man. I just show up, to be honest with you. Fucking, he tells me what to do, and I pretty much do it. I owe the guy, but whatever. Yeah, man, he wrote an album about me, and he's trying to get rich off my fucking story. Like, I can kiss my ass, to be honest. He's on his way.
So is DadBOdd like your minder?
Kinda, like, yeah, I guess. He just kind of keeps me fucking on the up and up when I'm getting a little haywire. But he's kind of like a fucking mother, if you ask me. Jesus Christ. How you guys doing, though? What's going on there? I want to fucking, what's going on?
That's good, man. Like,
Yeah.
Cardiff's been uncharacteristically sunny of late, which is good, man. So we can catch some rays, but there's like an intense wind with it. So there's like shit blowing everywhere, you know?
Yeah, we got the same type of weather out here, actually. Super sunny, crazy windy.
Yeah, man. So the snow, have you got snow right now?
It's gone now. It left yesterday. We got hit 2 nights ago pretty hard, and then it goes, like, we get one last one in March, and then it fucks off.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. So just so everyone understands what we're going to be doing, we're going to be trying to make some hot cacao. I think everyone's got their ingredients, although the ingredients list was quite loose, right?
Yeah, I kind of fucked up on that, boys. Got to be honest with you, man.
I ain't fucking cooking anything.
Yeah, I'm too stoned to cook, dude. I just smoked a nice fatty outside. Like, oh, fuck. DadBOdd told me to pick up ingredients. I got this shit.
What's that you've got there?
Baking cocoa.
So, oh, nice, man. It's the
Probably the wrong.
top grade organic stuff, right?
Oh, God, no. I don't think so. It'll do. Fuck, I'm not drinking it. DadBOdd gets to have it. Fuck that guy.
No, man. So we're gonna talk about lots and lots of different stuff. We're gonna talk about the singles that we released last week. We're gonna talk about life. We're gonna talk about songwriting, philosophy, astronomy. Who knows where it's gonna go? But I think what we should start with, stick the kettle on in good British fashion.
The what?
They don't have fucking kettles out there, man.
So we're gonna need some hot water, man. So whatever you've got. I don't know if you've got a stove.
You gonna fucking do this, dude, or I'm doing it? I gotta get the water going. Give me 1 second. I'm all fucked up here. Hang on.
What about you, Kyle? How have you got?
I'm not cooking shit, man. I'm not cooking anything.
Okay, so you're just an observer.
I'm observing.
What are you drinking there?
It's a beer. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, it's not a cocktail, John. It's not as sexy as the stuff that you knock up, right?
No.
Hello, Canemilia.
Oh, it's my boy Joey. What's going on, Joey?
Nice. That's a cool thing.
I got some shit to do, but DadBOdd's on his way. I don't know. Am I getting him, or what are we doing here?
I think it seems like you're well organized there, mate.
Yeah,
So
I got the water going too.
You've got the water going? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna stick my kettle on as well. So
Carl, what's going on, dude? How's that beer, man? I'm jealous.
It's good, man. You have Sol in Canada?
Yeah, dude, it's great.
Yeah.
I could probably put back about 10 or 12 of those. Those are fucking delicious.
Yeah, I finished work at 5 and then started, so I've been drinking for a couple hours now. Ready. I'm done for 4 days
Oh
of work.
shit! All right, yeah.
I'm done for 4 days
Boy.
off work.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. I did want to ask you some questions, Malik, before we get DadBOdd.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Sadly, we did hear that you've recently got divorced. Do you want to tell us about that?
Divorce, man. It's a goddamn separation. I've been trying to fucking tell him it's not a divorce. It's a separation. Like, you know, we'll see what the fuck happens with that. But yeah, I guess.
So it's sort of in motion, really.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel like it's a sore subject.
Well, you know, it's just fucking do some dumb shit there, and fucking lady friend's not too happy with it. We could talk about it if you want, but yeah. Going through a divorce, DadBOdd's fucking making money off me and my story. Fucking
yeah, I can see, man. I can see. So what, like, since you've got that divorce, what's your daily routine like at the moment? What kind of do you do in an average day?
You know, get up, shoot the shit with some people on the phone online, and then smoke a Jaybird. Probably throw a fucking movie or two on, smoke another Jaybird, at least 2 before noon, right? And then noon comes, drink a cup of brew, more Jaybirds, and yeah, that's about it. Good fucking life, buddy.
Fucking busy life.
Yeah, man. He does all the fucking work. I just get that fun.
That's a hell of a routine, man. That's a hell of a routine. And is that like your lockdown routine, or was that your routine anyway, or?
It's pretty much my routine all day, every day, man. Lockdown or not, fuck. I don't even know. I just do that every day.
It sounds like you're living life to the max there. It really does, mate.
You got to, man. You got it.
Yeah, man. So how did DadBOdd sort of how did he get you into music, or was that something that came before DadBOdd?
No, we were kind of playing music, him and I, for a long time. And he really got into it, and I just kind of was like, like, you know, when you play music, you get a lot of pussy, right? So I was all about getting that pussy with the music. And DadBOdd's like, oh, you know, maybe we should like take this seriously and fucking like try to do something with it. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude, man? Like, let's just enjoy this shit. We're getting pussy, like, you know.
I feel like he's got you, like he's getting you to sell out, you know?
Yeah, man. Exactly, dude. Thank you. Fuck. Yes. He just wants to fucking. I just want to be a fucking punk, man. Just make the music, fuck the bitches, you know.
You want to keep it real, right?
Yeah, dude. You see, they get it, dude. They fucking get it. He's unreal. He's coming there. He fucking just jumped out of the shower there.
Yeah, it's like good cop, bad cop, man. It really is.
Is the whole fucking bitches thing, is that why the marriage broke up? Is that anything to do with it?
Oh, wow, fuck him. Gentleman never tells. But yeah. Yeah, I got a little out of hand there. Fucking. Anyways, yeah.
So I've got one last thing before we bring DadBOdd in.
Yeah, cool.
So
dude.
just for our viewers, I just want to know if you've got any kind of life advice that you can offer our viewers today.
I'm glad you asked, man. Because I can tell you, they say I'm a wise man. A lot of those people say I'm a wise man. I would say, dude, just like smoke weed every day. As my man Dre would say. That's a rap right there. That's a rhyme. I can rhyme.
You hear the yeah first, people?
That's what I would say.
That's
smoke
it?
Weed every day.
Just smoke weed every day.
That's it, man. Key to a happy life.
There we go. The viewers, they've got it.
All right,
okay, man. So
I'm gonna go find DadBOdd. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm gonna just continue to prep stuff here. So
beautiful. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for everybody hanging out. I'll be right back. Well, DadBOdd will be back. I'm gonna go smoke a J. So yeah.
Enjoy.
Okay. See you, Malik. Best of luck with everything.
Thanks, bud.
I fucking love that guy.
Oh man, I think he's really under the cosh at the moment from DadBOdd. I've heard he's got him on like a Microsoft project schedule and everything, and he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who digs that, you know.
No.
No, man.
What are you making now? Oh wait, Ethan.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Yes, man.
Don't apologize.
How's it going?
So, man, Malik's been telling us that basically you've got him working to a Microsoft project schedule.
Oh yeah, is that what yeah, that's not what he's. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to, but the guy he can't. He's unreal. Trying to get him to do some stuff, but
it sounds like he's got some big slippage on the task, though, man. He seems like he's a bit of a risk there.
A little bit, yeah. I'm trying to keep him on the straight and narrow though, but it's tough with that guy, man. He just fucked off now. He's outside having a smoke, but.
Are there times of the day where he's in a better mood than others? He seemed, a bit on edge, man.
He's a bit
probably the best. In the morning, he'll probably get up and he'll get stoned, and then he seems like he's a really happy guy over breakfast. I'll be telling him about some music stuff, and he's right into it. But then, as the day goes on, throws a movie on, and you lose him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Get some work out of him.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. So before you came, Malik had I think he's heated up some water for you.
Okay. Yep. I got it right here.
And he did. I did give him an ingredients list, but it sounds like what you've ended up with might be slightly different.
Yeah, I think I got baking cocoa. I think that's the only thing you had mentioned, right?
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine, man.
Yeah, I got some other stuff too. I got some espresso mix. He's got honey here. I'll make it work. I think.
Make it work, man. Right. So we've got the hot water. So I'm gonna cook it up on the stove here. So I'm gonna take my hot water and I'm gonna put it on the stove. I don't know how your hot water setup is working. Whether you've just got your kettle or.
Yeah. Carl, where's yours? You drinking a beer?
I'm not cooking. I don't cook shit. I'm drinking. I'm watching.
You don't want to end up like Malik, man. Careful with those, man. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, I should say, not that this is product endorsement. No one's paying me for this, but I'm using Old Faithful cacao. This is the best stuff, man. It's like, I think it's Peruvian. But yeah, we're going to be using that.
Okay.
Okay, man. So I'm going to start just by heating up some hot water on the stove.
Okay.
I'm going to go for about 125 milliliters. But I'm just going to rough it. Everyone knows what 125 milliliters looks like, right?
Just
yeah.
Just take a guess, man. Just pour it in.
I worked in the lab, you see, for a long time, so I'm just used to seeing these kind of measurements.
Cooking shit up in the lab. What kind of lab, though?
It was like a nanotechnology lab.
Oh, not a Breaking Bad type lab?
Yeah.
Yeah,
nanotechnology.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of go half and half with mine. I'm going to do half water and half this plant milk. So I've got this organic, actually, it's almond drink. But I like about half and half. I think that gives quite a nice consistency.
I'm going to go with this, whatever this is. This is like almond milk. Same idea, I guess, but it's I'll do half and half too. I'm gonna go pour my water out. I'll be right back.
Okay, mate. That looks like something that makes kids hyperactive.
Oh man, I'm glad I'm not cooking. I don't even know what the fuck you're making. I have no idea what you're fucking making.
So it's
hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa.
Oh.
But
hang on, I'll be right back.
Where does the pasta come into it?
Pasta?
Yeah, you put pasta in the email to me.
I don't know what that was.
You fucking put raw pasta on the email.
What?
Yeah, I'm fucking telling you. I'll screenshot and send you.
No, there's no pasta. There's no pasta.
That's why I was like, what the fuck is he cooking? I ain't cooking shit.
That must be autocorrect. That's all I can say about that. But right, okay. So I think we just if we could start asking you some questions, DadBOdd. We want to know more about your life and your music.
Sure, man. I want to hear I want to hear a little bit about Colossal as well. I have some questions regarding Colossal, so we can talk. Yeah, man. Shoot. Well, whatever you want to do.
So, I want to understand a little bit about what yours and Malik's relationship is like.
Yes. What is the relationship there? Where does it come from? Tell us about it.
He's a character I invented. based on some people I've kind of grew up around or seen in my life. Could have become perhaps in my life had I went in a different direction. That's who Malik is. Essentially, it's like alter ego, like that bad devil on my shoulder.
Sure.
I live as him, and then I try to also, like, you know, I make the music about him, and I live the good life on my end, try to make the good choices. So,
do you feel like there's an alternate universe where you know, kind of DadBOdd becomes Malik?
that's what I kind of want to explore, is the idea of where would I have went had I went the other way, and then create a whole world out of that. Whatever I want to do, all bets are off. I can do anything, be anyone, kind of thing. Just have fun with it. That's essentially who Malik is. Yeah. Sure,
man. And do you have a background in acting as well, or is this the first time you've?
No, I took acting. I took theater and music in university before I went into education. I majored in theater, and then I did music as a minor.
Okay.
I kind of left it for a bit, went into education to teach drama, and then started back up. And it was natural for me to just link the two together.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So is Malik the only character that you have at the moment?
No, I'm working on one more. I'm working on another, on Malik's brother. It's going to be like, it's kind of going to be a fictional version of DadBOdd. So it's going to be a musician who's trying to battle mental health issues and make his name in the Sudbury music scene where I'm from. And it'll be kind of an exaggerated version of myself. So I'll take that in another direction too.
So what do you think an exaggerated version of yourself looks like? You know, what things do you think would have been accentuated about yourself?
It's going to be a little bit towards mental health and like dealing with the ups and downs. As you guys know, there's a lot of ups and downs that we go through as artists. And I thought, you know what if there was an artist who was like that was a monster for him. Like every couple of weeks he would just go in these super big lows, but then he gets manic high and he's cocky and like fucking says whatever he wants whenever he wants. He calls out people, disses people, and just is boastful. But then when he hits a low, he's a fucking mess. And I wanted to kind of explore that because I kind of deal with that as well on a smaller scale. I think we all do.
Yeah.
I do think there's people out there that's a everyday thing for them. So,
do you feel like being a musician? Do you think that's like kind of what weekly, monthly life is like? I personally find that you go through periods of like intense work on a track or something, and then you release it, and then you've got the time after that, and those emotions can be quite pronounced. Do you think?
Oh yeah,
100%.
And I think as you get into release cycles, like I'm doing a 6-week thing. I don't know, when's your next release, guys? Are you releasing in 6 weeks from now?
Sort of around then. We just added like. Go on, Carl. You explain, mate.
No, we've got a couple. We've got a remix of Colossal coming out in like 4 or 5 weeks, maybe a bit longer, and then we're just working on like a stripped back acoustic version of Colossal as well, with Jump and Turner, who produced the Colossal version that we've released. So we're working on a version of that with them. So yeah, we've got a couple of releases going on with that, and then we're just working on the next track, whatever that's going to be.
But at least you're kind of consistently putting something out within 6 intervals, I guess. But that's the thing I find when you get into that cycle, what you do with that 6 weeks, it's kind of, you start to overthink and like, what do I do when? How do I do it? How should I feel at that moment? And then when you don't feel the way you should feel to write the song or do the thing, that's when it hits you and you get in these low little valleys where you're like, oh, fuck, I can't do anything right.
It does. It really does, because like, personally, I wasn't on social media for a long time before we started doing this, just because I feel like it can be a really positive thing, but it can suck some energy away. So it's like you engage more with it because you want to talk to people and so forth, but you have got to be careful, haven't you, that it can suck some energy away from your creativity a little bit, I think.
Yeah, man. And it can become a distraction and an addiction very quickly.
Yeah.
Like the idea of looking at, like, I don't know about you guys, but you check your social so you can engage, but then it becomes like, did anyone write anything? Did I get any followers? And then you want that dopamine fix, right? So
yeah.
it's like,
absolutely.
It's a slippery slope.
Literally, this week it's been like just fucking on Spotify every hour. Like, how many plays have we had? How many plays have we had? How many plays have we had? And I'm like, and then we don't hit as many plays for like that hour, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, it's an obsession, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's going down. Oh fuck, what do we do? Like, it's a weird mind fuck, man. This whole thing is weird. But fuck.
It is.
Gimson Music's in. You've done some music with him, haven't you? Is that right?
Pardon me?
Is it Gimson Music?
It's Jimson, right?
Gimson.
Jimson. He's near you guys. He's in Bath.
Yeah, yeah. I was listening to some music earlier they did with him.
The Christmas song?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, man. Really
Thank you,
good.
thank you. That was fun, man. We did that quick too. He just got in touch. He's like, "You want to do this?" I'm like, "Fuck, all right." And it was like 2 weeks. We were done. Great time.
So Jimson did a remix as well, didn't he? By Together Apart.
Yeah. He did that one too. I got in touch with him with that, and he does these vlogs. Have you seen his vlogs?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've watched a lot of his daily bars. So
yeah, that's right. He's got 100 now. I think he's done at 100. But I sent it to him. I'm like, "You want to write to this one morning?" And he did it quick. And he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I was like, "Okay, perfect."
yeah, he's just said actually because we dropped him the instrumental track for Colossal as well. So he said he's done it already. So he's just gonna send us something back.
He's a machine.
Legend. I love Jimson.
You're a machine, dude.
He's an absolutely awesome guy. So I think we should talk a little bit about the single you've just released.
Yeah,
sure.
So get this right. The song title is Can/Can't.
Yeah, you can look at it that way. Yeah, pretty much. I put that slash there to signify the struggle between like, should I, shouldn't I, can I, can't I, kind of thing.
Yeah, sure, man. Does this relate back to the divorce in any way?
Yeah, it has to do. Everything's from the perspective of Malik's wife, though. So the song itself is written from her perspective about him, and it has to do with her kind of having that pull, whether she wants to go and have a rebound. She's lonely and horny, and and she wants to go have that rebound, but she knows that if she does something like that, she's not ready. First of all, mentally, she has to work on herself, and she knows that she'd be just as bad as him if she were to do that. So it's that struggle, pretty much.
Yeah, no, sure. I'm that track. Like, I'm gonna geek out a little bit here with production and music stuff, but I think the things that I love about your songs generally, and this song is a perfect example of that. There's lots of layers in there, and you've got. It's very musical in the sense that things are bubbling up every couple of bars and disappearing, and panning as well, right?
Those are all little things that I'm trying to implement. Yeah.
But then I've seen your acoustic version as well. Is that how that song was written? Did you write it on acoustic like that and then take it, or
no? I wrote the beat, then I wrote the lyrics to that beat, and then I stripped it back to an acoustic. All the songs on this album, except for one, were written that way, which is, I don't know how I did it. I always had trouble doing that in the past, and I was able to with this one, so it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's like, so literally you had the beat, and then the vocals over it, and what came next? Was there melodies, the lyrics originally? Is that the thing that came next and developed?
Yeah, it was. I think it was. Melody. Normally, I'll just throw a beat on and then just kind of ad lib and try to come up with like little rhythmic things that sound good and try to throw syllables in there. And then once I have something laid out, then the words start coming and I write them out. And with Can't, that came first, and then the chorus came last. Yeah.
Do you like? Do you write really quickly?
It depends. With Jimson, the song with Jimson, I wrote quick. The remix with Jimson quick, but then sometimes it'll take me it'll be drawn out like 2-3 months. I'll have to put it on the shelf. It depends on the song, really, and what I'm trying to go for in the song. Like, especially being a storyteller, sometimes I have such an idea in mind. I can't really I can't let it. I gotta really stick to my themes. So if it can't come to me right away, I'll put it aside and I'll go do something else and wait till it hits me.
Do you with the release, and this is something I think Carl and I could probably identify with, do you get to the point of it being out there, and then do you ever think about things that you want to change after it's out there?
That's the curse of releasing music, I think. Yeah, man. Carl, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but we were literally just talking about it with our first single yesterday or this week. Like, I'm like, I wish we'd done this with it. Wish we'd done this with it. With Glimpse, like, there's so much we would have done differently now. But fuck, it is what it is. You know, it's out. We're happy with it.
Yeah, man. And I find too, you think about what you did wrong or you did what you would fix, and then like, okay, I'll apply it to the next one. You know, like it's doing its thing. I'll use those ideas and fix the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the way you kind of have to see it, right? Because on the one hand, you've got A, you never finish anything, and B, you never learn the lesson. And then the other thing is, if you just take too long, again, you lose enthusiasm, I think, for the track.
Yeah.
But it's such a long process, isn't there, between like writing, recording, mastering, that by the time you actually hear the end result, it's actually a lot of the time for me, it's like, what does it sound on Spotify? And that can be completely different to what it sounds like on the radio.
Yeah.
We listened to our track on the radio, man, and it sounded so different to how it does on the streaming sites.
So do they run it? Is there some sort of mastering thing they're doing on the radio stations that before it hits the airwaves, they're running it through something, compression?
I think it's compression.
Yeah.
And I think on Spotify, they loudness normalize everything. So it's a hell of a process, isn't it? For people who maybe haven't been through it, it's arduous, man.
Yeah, man. It's the mastering process. I don't even know. Like, it's so meticulous, and I got a guy who does it. Oh, I wanted to shout out the guy who does my mastering. Is that cool?
Yeah, man. I was going to ask you about that next, actually, because your mastering sounds absolutely amazing on Spotify.
Dude, that's Christian Montano, man. You got to check him out on Instagram. He's awesome. He does all the mastering. I met him. He plays for a guy named Jeremy Albino, who's like I guess like a folk artist. And I met him through him, and then I started talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I master. I'm like, okay, let's try it. He threw it on. He sent it back to me, and I was like, holy shit, man. Like, unreal. Such a good dude to work with, too. So helpful. Just fair, awesome guy. Cannot sing his praises enough, man.
No, that's cool, man. He's clearly done a great job. And on every one of your tracks, I'm noticing like a progression now as well. It's just getting better and better and better. Beautiful.
That's it. You do it. You just a little bit, 1%, right?
And all the recording is you as well, right?
Yeah. Some of the new stuff that I'm going to be dropping will be with a buddy. But for the most part, what I've dropped now is me. Jimson did the Jimson track there, the Christmas one. That was Jimson. But the rest, I think that I have out are me. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, so I think I got
a question for you guys.
Go for it, man.
I was listening to Colossal, and like, it's colossal. It's an epic tune. There's tons going on. How are you going to perform this live?
We're not.
No? Just acoustic? Or is that if you were to do
Oh, fuck. Like, we started this, and we never had any intentions of, like, performing live. Like, we hadn't done music for ages. We decided to, like, do something when we went into lockdown. We'd been, like, doing stuff back and forth before that. We went into lockdown, thought, fuck it, let's, like, get this track out. Let's make this track. Hugh came with Glimpse. We put it out. There was never a plan to do it live, but now we're starting to talk about it. And if we're going to do it, we're going to have to introduce new people into the band and additional members. There's no way we could do it with two of us. We would need a live drummer and just to keep that energy going. But yeah, with the two of us, there's fucking no chance.
We looked like we tried to record a music video the other day, and our normal kind of roles, if you like, Carl plays bass and sings. Although now and again, when I record, I'll just randomly pick up the bass. But generally, Carl will play bass and sing, and I'll play guitar or keyboard. But we realised that we look a bit like Right Said Fred. Do you know Right Said Fred?
Just the two of us on a fucking green screen.
Oh my god.
There's Amy. She said she wants lives.
She wants lives or wants live?
I think she meant she wants us to play live, right?
Oh, there you go. So you guys, but if you'd have to, well, you could set up a drum machine or something, can't you? Some sort of like backing drum.
Yeah. It can be done. I just think to keep the energy going, I think we would need.
Right.
Probably.
I think we might look like. Can I use the word spibs? I'm not really sure what that means.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
But yeah, I just think it's gonna look really, it would look really odd, man. And yeah, sometimes like I think it's good to play to a backing track to keep things consistent, but you can't beat the sound of a live drummer, can you?
No, and the chemistry between everybody too, it makes a huge difference.
So Manon, how do I say that? Manon?
Man, no, that's my mom actually.
Ah, hello.
Hi, Ma.
Hello.
Hey, Mom.
Is that Malik's mum or Bod's
No,
mum?
so, I guess well, no, not Malik's mom.
Yeah.
DadBOdd's mom. That's DadBOdd's mom.
Yeah. So she said we could all play together. We could I don't know. We could export ourselves, or we could maybe import DadBOdd like on some kind of ship.
Like on a track?
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, you could come over and play, or we could come over and join you in some kind of super group.
Yes, I will get a plane ticket.
Do
Cool,
it.
man.
I want to go out there. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
in
for sure.
Canada are you? Like, my geography's terrible. Like, my dad lives in Cambridge, Ontario.
Yeah, I'm more north. I'm in Sudbury, so northern Ontario. I'm about. Do you know Toronto? Like basically geographically, I'm about 4 hours north of Toronto.
Okay.
In Sudbury, and we're kind of like the hub of the north. We're like the biggest little city in the north.
Okay.
Yeah. And I
That's
checked
cool.
out where you guys. I checked out Cardiff, and I was like looking at the map, zooming in there. I'm like, oh, there's Bristol and Bath. I'm trying to learn the UK a little bit there. It's pretty sweet.
Oh, that's cool. But I'll tell you what, you're more than welcome to come and stay, but I'm not sure about Malik.
Yeah, I'd leave him at home. He's gonna stay home.
I mean, he could maybe stay in the garage.
Deal. Well, he won't mind. That's where he lives now, so he'll be fine with that.
Okay, man, you could keep him and bring him into the studio to keep him working as well. So
Yeah, get him out of trouble. I think that's bad. So,
Yeah,
guys,
that's
I wanted
good.
to ask you, how did you guys form? Like, where did the name come from? How did you form?
Oh God! Like, so me and Hugh met 2006.
Night out, right?
No. So my housemate was dating your housemate. I had recently come out of a band. You were looking to join a band, and they kind of introduced us. So we formed this band at the time called Mellow Goldmine, which was like this electronic synth pop band, bit of rock. I don't know what it was. I don't think it knew what it was. It was fucking all over the place. But like we had like quite a bit of success. Like we won the AKG and signed Heroes in 2007. We went on like loads of gigs. We gigged loads. We brought out a few singles. Did really well, and then yeah, just life happened. That ended, and then I think we just took a break from each other for like 10 years.
No shit.
We still spoke, but we just
Rarely.
I've had enough of you for a while. And then I was doing some bands in there, and then I think we both became dads. And then yeah, just decided like we needed to do some music. And then Hugh had a few ideas, I had a few ideas, we shared them back and forth. And
It's like that classic thing, isn't it? I think in music, which a lot of people have, and I know John and Sam Turner talked about this last night on their live stream. But it's like I think we had a very much intense all or nothing approach to it. So it's like, you know, we kind of what we thought was working hard, and got to a point, and we were like, oh well. You know, there's not like this big step change or something. You know, we've had some success with it, so let's just stop. And
Yeah.
I don't really know why we did that, looking back at it, but it got to I think the way we were thinking about it sucked the enjoyment out of it. It kind of run its course.
yeah,
'Cause-
it got really routine based. Like we were gigging so often, we were like resident band in this place, and it was like every week, and we were literally just practicing to do this gig every week. Like we weren't writing new shit. It just got monotonous, and I think we ended up just not enjoying it.
Yeah. And then what's the point, man? Like, yeah, at that point,
Yeah.
fuck it. It's like work.
Yeah, man. Exactly. Sometimes I think, like, because I've worked in business and stuff, but since I've done that, I kind of applying some of that to music. You can kind of see, like, you've got your project phase, haven't you, where you're writing music and putting stuff together. But as soon as you start gigging and trying to practice to play gigs, you're kind of in that more operational phase, and the two just it's really hard for the two to live together, I think.
Yeah. And I guess that's the touring aspect. It's like you write the album, you finish that, you go, you tour, you come back through the cycle again. I don't think people understand the difference between like gigging and actually writing music. There's so much different to it. Like I don't remember half the songs I write because I fucking you write it and then you move on. And you're like, how do I play that? Now I forget.
We literally last week, the week before the release, we got together just to do some like photos and try and film some photos. And it was the first time we played it live, like Colossal, like first time. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I was like, and he was like, just play any note. And I was like, no, fucking people will notice. Like I'm playing the wrong fucking notes.
Yeah, it's like no, I gotta know where the fuck to put this.
It's so weird. It's like I feel like what I've got good at is just putting stuff into the computer.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. And it's a completely different thing, isn't it?
It's so, dude. Yes, I jam with these guys, and it's like I'm like, this is so odd. I'm trying to focus on all this shit at once, and it's really fucking difficult. Like just singing and playing to the rhythm. It's like, okay, wait, I could do this, but I like, your brain gets lost. I find, I don't know, maybe it's just me, and I'm fucked up.
And especially in lockdown, right? It's created a different dynamic where we couldn't even meet up if we wanted to for some of this. So like two of these songs have basically been created without me and Carl sitting in the same room. It's absolutely
that's cool. That's
bonkers.
pretty cool though.
Yeah, it is, man. It's like, I think it would be like, I'm interested to see what we could do now if we could actually see each other in person, maybe it'd be worse.
It's been a learning, like it's fucking, like I'm singing vocals in there and sending them to Hugh, and then he's coming back to me with like a voice note in the iPhone saying, no, like this. Oh, no. And I'm like, I'm fucking doing that. That's what I'm fucking doing.
No!
Yeah. Higher. I'm like, fuck.
Oh, jeez. That's, welcome to fucking 2021, right? Like COVID style writing. Unreal, man. Unreal.
Dude, I've completely forgot we're supposed to be making hot chocolate here as well.
I went and started my water again. I think
my water's gone cold again. Right, okay. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a heat up as well. But I'm going to be actually using some of this ceremonial grade cacao. So I've basically got the best stuff, and Malik's left you with something that might be rat poison.
Yep, maybe. I'm not sure. I got espresso mix. I got baking cocoa, and then I got some honey. So it'll be good.
Do you think he might try to poison you?
Nah,
it doesn't sound like he likes you that much, man.
He likes to fuck with me, but I don't think he'd poison me. Like without me, he'd be pretty screwed. So he needs me.
So I have written down how much I need to put in here. I'm gonna read it out for the viewers in case they want to do this at home. But I'm gonna use 30 to 35 grams of this paste, and I'm just gonna drop it straight into the water. But I know you've got powder, man. So whatever shit you've got there, just drop it in. It is what it is now. He's left you with some dodgy ingredients.
Yeah, we'll make this work, I guess.
Okay. You've just made a hot chocolate.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm gonna give it a taste test right now and see how it is. Hey Hugh, do you have your PhD, buddy?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You're a doctor.
Yeah. Not a medical doctor, man, but yeah.
I'm calling you Dr. Hugh from now on, dude. Congrats on that, my man.
Crazy scientist doctor. That's
wild, dude. And an amazing musician. Like, you got it all, buddy.
I definitely have not, man. But you know what? Do you know what happened this week, which I'm super excited about? The department I used to work in at Swansea University, the physics department, they got an article on the front cover of Nature, man.
No shit.
So I'm absolutely super excited for them. And awesome. They were working on basically antimatter physics. Yeah. And there's some really awesome people in that department that when I was there, they definitely make me look stupid. And they're incredible guys, man. But yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations to those guys. I was super pleased when I saw that today. So I don't know if everyone knows, but Nature's like pretty much the biggest scientific publication in the world. So It's big news, man.
That's awesome. It's, I wanted to mention, actually, in Sudbury where I live, we have a mine, and we have actually a lab under there called the Snow Lab, and they're testing dark matter. They're doing testing with dark matter. Apparently, there's super brilliant scientists from all around the world that are coming in and working down there.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, Snow Lab. I don't know if you've heard of that in your work, but they're called Snow Lab in Sudbury.
I'll have a look, man. I'm a long time out of the game now, to be honest, in physics, but I'll check it out. Right, I'm going to add some powder to this as well. So I'm going to add 10 to 12 grams of powder as well as the paste, and I'm going to try to stop it boiling, because we don't want it to boil, man.
Okay, I got to get a spoon. I forgot my spoon. I'll be right back, boys.
Do you think you'd like this drink, Carl? Is this the kind of thing that you would drink?
I don't know what the fuck you're making.
No. It kind of looks like I don't really know, right? But I have to. Did anyone catch the Instagram stories I did when I made this a couple of weeks back and posted it all on the stories?
Oh, did you? I didn't see that.
I did. I went through every single step, and everyone probably thought I was absolutely bonkers. I just decided one day to start doing it. I don't know why.
But honestly, I thought you were making pasta with cacao. Like, that's what you messaged me. That's why I was like, imagining you crushing up dried pasta and putting it in your fucking drink. I was like,
I've never heard that before. It doesn't sound very good, man. It doesn't sound very good.
So, boys, I had a question for you.
You go for it.
I'm getting a lot of, from Colossal, I get a lot of Imagine Dragon vibes and Ex-Ambassador, and who's the other one I wrote? Oh, Bastille. Like that, I feel like is your little niche area. I think those fans would be fans of From Human to Hydra. But who are you guys inspired by when you wrote, or just in general when you write? Who are you inspired by? Who are the bands you love?
I like everything you said above there. Yeah, 100%. Like they're all artists I listen to. We didn't go into this like with a specific sound in mind. We had so many different influences, and we had so many different loves of music. We were like, let's just write shit and put it out. We've kind of decided to try and put our own sound to whatever we're doing, so it's not completely different. But I mean, like, I got into music through grunge. So Silverchair was the first band I ever listened to that I was like, holy shit, I want to do music.
Nice.
And then it kind of developed from there. So like there's a lot of different influences, I guess, and we just we're trying to like make sure that we narrow it down whatever we're writing to a sound. But Hugh's probably got a more eclectic taste and influence than me.
I'm just going to say hello to a couple of people. So we've got Saeed, Krista, JW Score.
Hey, Krista.
ML, Sadie's.
Hey, everybody.
Shit, man, there's too many people there now. Harry Pops. That's an awesome name. I love that.
That's Krista's husband, Harry Pops and Krista. I'm not seeing you, though. Oh yeah, okay. I'm starting to see.
Yeah, sorry. Going back to that a little bit. So I think for me, like, I kind of started from a similar place as Carl, like playing in garages to like Green Day covers and things like that, Nirvana covers. But I guess overall, I'm into things like anything from Pink Floyd to The Doors to Beach Boy, and then right up to things like Major Lazer. Like, do you know Major Lazer?
No.
It's a guy called Diplo. He made that song with Skrillex and Justin Bieber.
Diplo. I think I know the name Diplo.
Does anyone know the song that I'm talking about? What's that Bieber song with Skrillex? Someone's got to know that.
You're the fan, man.
I can't remember, but yeah, they're basically really kind of reggaeton, like dance orientated act, I guess. Yeah, I love stuff. I quite enjoy like exercise and stuff, so I like things that bring that energy to the workout, and that's actually one of the reasons, or one of the things behind the Jumper Turner remix of Glimpse. Kind of wanted something that could fuel a workout, really.
So bring the BPM up, like a 130, 140 type BPM kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys write to a certain BPM when you write? Do you have like a certain like, oh, we want this feel, or it's just whatever?
Do you know what really does my head in? I feel like we always get it wrong. It really does. That is one of the things that me and Carl in all of our bands, I think we get wrong. I don't know why.
The tempo.
The tempo, like with Glimpse, I don't think it was too bad, but we did end up, a lot of the sections are in half time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like 1-3-2 and then 66. So
Right.
I like using that as a trick, but I think if I've got one criticism, I think it's good to do this and be aware of it, you know, but it's like we tend to pick BPMs which are like maybe a little bit lower, and then in hindsight I'm like, I wish we speeded that up by like, you know, 10 BPM or something.
Yeah. Right.
But then sometimes you try it and it just sounds awful. So
yeah, you speed it up and it's like, oh fuck, no.
Slow it down.
Yeah. But you learn with everyone, right? So like, have you ever tried starting at a BPM, just like 120? Go, let's make a beat, let's make a song right now.
I started doing that because like I'm just getting into recording and learning how to do that process, because I've always just kind of like come with an idea on the bass or guitar, sent it to Hugh and said, what do you think of this? But now I'm trying to get into just recording a bit more. So that's what I've started doing, saying, right, I'm going to go 120, 130, start something, and then just like write a bass line to that, and then put some lyrics, put a melody to it. And I'm trying to do things that way, and I'm quite enjoying it.
I find it fun to try different ways to start in different, you know, start with a certain melody or with a verse before the chorus, stuff like that. Just changing it up keeps it fresh.
Do you have a typical BPM at all? No, but I don't stick to a BPM, but I normally gravitate to like anywhere between 110 and 140 in there. I try to stay within that. There's some songs though, like Together Apart was 94. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize, I didn't think it was that slow, but it just... Do you know what's bonkers? That is bonkers, because it feels like it moves so fast as well.
Yeah, I think it's, I guess I'm playing, it's all 8 notes, like I'm just focused on Yeah, but it's, when I look back at the BPM, I was like, what the fuck? There's no way. But yeah, 94 seems really slow.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So what kind of stuff can we expect musically, you know, from this point onwards, do you think?
For this EP, or do you mean in general? Or for this EP?
Both, really.
What's next?
The next 2 songs are going to be a little bit more to this style, more of like I guess alternative type acoustic vibe to it.
I fucking love this new track, man. Like I've literally had it on repeat today. Just like, and I've gone back to your whole back catalogue, and I was listening to Anatomy of a Man. Is that the name of the track?
Of a New Man, yeah.
Great track. And then
Thank you.
Pessimist.
Oh yeah.
That as well. Fucking another great track. Like, so I've like gone back into your back. Like, yeah, loving it, man. It's good.
There's some great stuff in there, man. Like there really is. I'm really surprised that some of it hasn't had more streams, to be honest.
I think that's me. I got to push it more, I guess. Yeah, thank you. That's amazing. But yeah, I don't know. I got to work harder. That's what that is for sure.
Yeah, you need to crack that whip, man.
I know. Maybe I'm spending too much time with Malik. I got to fucking cut him loose. That's what it is.
Yeah, for sure. I felt like, by the way, I just added a little bit of cinnamon, and you can see now this stuff is like really, really thick. I don't know if I'm going to have to be careful not to burn myself now. But it's like, it's not like your typical hot chocolate when you put the paste in. It's got this really thick consistency. I think it's like how the French have their hot chocolate, right?
Ah, oui, peut-être. Je sais pas, on peut demander à Cole.
Do you speak French?
Oh oui, je parle français. Bilingue complètement. Les 2 langues, anglais et français.
Okay, I'm impressed.
You guys know what?
Okay.
Yeah,
I know.
Dad
Dad's drunk all his hot chocolate. His is gone.
It's gone, man. Right, I'm just gonna pull mine out a second. I'm gonna leave you guys to chat while I do that. I'm gonna try and get it in front of the camera.
Oh.
So Carl, I got a question here about Colossal.
Yeah.
The whole idea, it feels to me like when you're listening, it's like a call to arms. It's like a rally song.
Yeah.
Is that what you were going for when you wrote this? What were you thinking
100%.
about?
Like when it first came about, no, I think like the riff and the drum beat happened first, and Hugh came with that, and it was just, and as soon as I heard that, I was like, holy shit, we got to do something with this. And it just, it naturally just had that feel to it. And I think, you know, through our personal lives and through like people we knew, we were like, there was a lot of people going through stuff where they were taking huge steps in their life. Like some people that might not seem like a huge step, but to them, they were huge steps, and they were making these big changes, massive positive changes. And that's kind of where the song came from. It was just about making that step and doing it. And it was kind of a middle finger up to those fucking people who were told, you know, you can't do that, and like that can't fucking happen. That's exactly where it came from. But it came from that drum beat and that fucking riff, and it was just, yeah, it sounded huge as soon as I heard it. And yeah,
dude, that's the vibe I get when I hear that song. It's like, I can fucking do this. Fuck you if you think I can't.
yeah, it's exactly
that's awesome,
what it was.
Dude.
Yeah,
that's wicked. Yeah,
I
man, I'm
think
loving
it's different. You started it.
Oh, yeah, well, you do a great job, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's just like, I think at the time when we started it, I don't know. I'm not going to say what my age was at all, but it's definitely at that point where you're kind of like, I don't know. I guess you can feel like you end up beating yourself up about a lot of things when you get to a certain age, and you can just get quite self-critical, I think, and it's just nice to kind of ask the question, well, if I stop doing that, like what could actually happen?
Right.
Like the fact that we're on this now talking to you, I never would have even thought 2 years ago that I would even want to be on camera talking to anyone.
Yeah.
This is so different to how I used to be. Like, yeah, it's hard to believe for me, to be honest.
But that's that's growth for you, dude. That's fucking pat on the back type shit, man. Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think so, man. I think so. I'm quite like, I'm quite proud of myself. I think in a lot of ways for things, things have changed, and same for Carl, really.
Yeah. Yeah. We've both stepped out of our comfort zones quite a bit, right? Like, especially last year. And we've had to, but yeah.
And if you don't, I find you can't grow. And those slumps that you're in, you can't get out of them unless you step out of your comfort zone. You have to. That's great, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Do you have you got any more questions, mate?
I do have one about the end. I have a few more, but I have one about the end.
Yeah, go for it.
Big waves are coming soon. I can almost taste the...
Whatever the fuck you want to taste. Whatever the fuck you're doing. It's just... it started with blue. Like blue, and the blue for us was like that sky in front of you, those waves, that fucking color like you're working towards. And we just decided like it worked when we just didn't put the word, and it just, people put whatever they wanted to put there, like whatever they were working towards, whatever they were doing, their next steps, that was their fucking word to put in there, and it just worked without putting it in there, and it asked that question.
What wasn't it, Carl? Do you remember as well? We were talking about synesthesia.
Yeah.
I think it was like originally that blue thing came from like tasting a color, right?
Yeah. That's exactly
originally, and then we took it out.
Yeah.
Wait, but you guys, do you taste color? Is that something that you?
I don't taste color.
No. We were just talking about the subject, I think, at the time.
Okay.
But like people talk about like colors having a taste, right? Like there are people out there who like, is that the word?
Yeah.
Synesthesia? Is that what it's called?
I think that's really, and I think it's the same when you hear like the sound has a color too.
Yeah.
Do you guys have that?
No.
Can you you can't see colors, no?
I can't. No, I don't know if you can.
Sometimes, yeah, depending on the song.
You can.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I can, but I don't know whether that's a genuine thing or not. Like, or whether I'm just being like a fluffy songwriter saying that's what's happening.
Yeah.
But people who actually have it.
You don't see like blues or reds at all in music?
I feel like I said, I feel like I do. And I feel like when we're writing songs, I experience things like that. But I don't know whether that experience is what everyone has, but or not. But I don't. How do you know? I guess
to make a face with the bottom two screens.
So you go together like. Oh, got it. Go close, man. Go close. Come across. Other way, dude.
Other way.
Who, me?
Yeah, that's it.
Up.
Oh man. That's scary, man. Are you guys related?
Hang on here. See, for me, dude, I'm in the middle now, and you're go the other way. Go the other way.
Thank you,
Oh.
Jason. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Jason Lee Barker. Hi, mate.
That's wild.
thank you, Jason. I'm glad you like it, man.
I think another thing I think we should talk about is the production on Colossal. I know Mr. Jump and Mr. Turner are here as well, but yeah, just want to say, like, if we didn't get those guys involved, that the song would never have got finished.
No.
And
I think that's producers, right? They produced.
Yeah, like we reached this point with Colossal. Like we'd recorded the verse vocals like 2 years ago. I remember sitting in your studio, like recording those vocals. And then we just couldn't. We hit the chorus and we knew where we wanted to go, and we just couldn't get it there. We just couldn't. And we worked and worked and worked, and we just got to a point where we just got so frustrated with the track. And then I went in the studio with Jump and Turn to listen to the remix of Glimpse and kind of chat with them. And we were talking about another track we were working on. And I said, look, like, take a listen to this. Because I was like, there's huge potential there. And like, we played it to them. And literally within 4 minutes of them having the track, they did something with it. And I was like, fuck, they just cracked it. Like, in 3-4 minutes. Rang Hugh. I was like, man, listen to this. Like, played it to him over the phone. He was like, fuck, that's it. He's done it.
Oh my
God. We've got to work with these guys. Like, they instantly knew what we wanted to do. And like, they just nailed it, like, straight away.
Are you working, that was the point. Again?
Huh?
Sorry, are you going to be working with them again on some other stuff?
Yeah, no doubt we will. Yeah,
nice.
we're working on the stripped back acoustic version, which is like a piano version. And then I'm sure there'll be other stuff in the future.
There's a question here for Jason to you, Carl. Any album plans?
Yeah, maybe. I'd love to get an album out. It's taken us a long time to get each single out, but I think as we're getting closer and me and Hugh are understanding each other's process a bit more, and I think we're finding what sound we're working towards. Yeah, I think it's getting a bit quicker. So that would be the goal. Yeah, we'll see.
I think so, man. I feel like that's something we need to work on, isn't it? Getting like quicker.
Yeah.
But what the hell, man? Like, I'm to be honest, I'm baffled that we actually finished some stuff. So
every time you do it too, guys, you'll know your process. You'll know what works. We won't do it this way. That doesn't work. Like, you guys will learn so much, man.
Thanks, Jason. I've got one last question for you, if that's okay, DadBOdd.
Sure.
So you are clearly a prolific guy, right? I've looked at your Spotify, and there's just lots of good tunes in there, man, and you're consistent.
Thank you.
What kind of advice would you give to aspiring songwriters?
Oh, man, don't stop doing it. If you love it, don't stop. It's going to be hard, but just keep fucking pushing. And you get better. You get better. Like, a lot of times, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes we don't do shit because we're like, I'm not that good at that. But if you do shit enough, you see the improvement. Like, there's songs I've learned on acoustic I haven't been able to play, and now all of a sudden I can play them and I can sing them. It's like, everything you do makes you better. Don't fucking quit. That's what I would say.
Oh man, I dig that advice, and it's so true. You've just got to keep doing it every day. Get the shit songs out to you, right, and better stuff comes. Interesting story, right? Within 6 months, I remember being one of the songs that I put together being voted like the worst song on MySpace, and 6 months later, we basically won a competition on MySpace for the best song.
Number one on the MySpace charts. Number one on the MySpace charts, unsigned charts. Remember that? Competing with fucking Cooler Shaker, because they were unsigned at the time. They were number one, we were number two. Then they were number two, we were number one. We kept swapping and changing.
But the lesson is, right? The lesson is, if you do something shit, 6 months later, you can be in an entirely different place. And don't give up because the initial product isn't great, you know?
You got to get the shit out. You got to learn. People want to be great right away. You got to fail so much, but you fail upward. You know what I mean? Like, learn from everything. Don't quit.
Man, I'm really sorry, but I've got another one for you. I have to ask this: why do you play music, and why do you record music?
Oh fuck, that I don't.
And same question to Carl as well, actually.
You want to go first, Carl?
Oh, I need to get my creativity out. There's something there that I've got to get out. Like, I work really hard. Like, I have a really busy job, and then I've got my son who's special needs, which takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. Like, it takes a lot out of me, and I just need that step away and that creativity to get out, and that step away and just to put something out there. And yeah, I think I missed that for a long fucking time. And then Hugh coming to me during lockdown to say, like, I've got this, let's do it. Like, that's what I needed. And I think you talked earlier about, like, I think they call it imposter syndrome, where you constantly like I suffer from it massively, where I'm like, I'm not good enough. Like, why the fuck am I doing this? Or like, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be, like, people shouldn't be saying my music's good. This shouldn't be happening. And I get that, like, all the time. And I still had it during Glimpse, and then it was until this track came out, like, I realized, holy shit, like, we've got something here. Like, we're fucking writing good music. So yeah, that's that feeling, man.
The feel, yeah, and the imposter syndrome, dude. That is, I know. I'm writing a song about that for the next EP or the next album.
We've got one coming out with money as well.
Fucking right, dude. It's so huge. I think it's something every one of us deals with. Every artist, every creative person, like, that's
100%.
That's nice. That's kind of why I guess I do it too. It's just getting it out, working. And I personally like to work through all my bullshit. I like to work through it in the music. That's what the Malik album was, and the Manny album was me working through my relationship ending, and the Malik album was me working through myself, So that's why I write music.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, same, man. Like, I feel like, I don't know, it's a way of getting, like, I guess, meaning, or somehow expressing, like, meaning, but it's also an obsessive thing with me, man. I don't even know why. I feel like there's something that doesn't even give me the choice. Like, I get an idea, and it's like, right, I have to do something with this. I don't feel like there's any choice in the matter, really. It just gets like that. And it's like, you write a song and release it, and it's like, you have to be a little bit critical, especially if you get on Submit Hub, which a few of the people on here might know, right? Because you get some honest feedback on there. But it's like that thing. Now, release a song, it's like the next one's going to be better than that. And I'm going to work out how to make it a little bit better and a little bit better. And I think that's it for me as well.
It's almost like a puzzle too. Like, you put out a song, and then it's like, okay, you look at all the little pieces, and like, what worked, what didn't, what fit with what, how can I do this again and reproduce it, keeping it interesting still. And like, it's a constant challenge, I find, doing this shit, man. It's like, it's
absolutely fun. Right, guys,
I got one more. Can I ask you one
more? Go on,
more?
man, shoot it.
Okay, I have a few here, but I want to pick the best one. Oh yeah, okay, so you told me a little bit about who plays what, but when it comes to releasing, does anyone have any jobs? Do you gravitate to things automatically, or is it like, hey, you got to do this, or I don't do this, you do this?
So Hugh, just naturally, he's fucking great at, like, building relationships and keeping contact, and just, like, before that release, getting everybody up and ready to fucking get on top of the track. He's amazing at it, and he's done a fucking brilliant job. Like, he's been, like, voice messaging everybody. Like, it's something like I want to get better at, and I know I need to get better at. And I see him doing it, and I'm like, fuck, I need to do this. And like, he just does such a fucking good job at it. And it just, I think you do naturally go towards that. I love being on the camera and, like, putting out the post. And Hugh's always like, you do it, you put it out, and I'm like, I tend to do those.
That's not bad, dude. That's a good thing, though. That's a good little mix. If you like being on camera and you like being on audio, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It works, man. It works. I've got, like, a face for radio as well. So,
shit.
That is the way that it's gone, and it sort of works really well. I think we manage, and Carl is really good at, like, creative, like, sort of content, so like the flyers, right, for today as well, and things like that. It's just absolutely awesome. So I think we're sort of built up to a process. It did start with chaos, and it's sort of built into something that's a bit more formed now and organized, I think.
Yeah. But I think, like, again, we can probably switch it up a bit. Like, I can get better at that side of it. I want to get Hugh more on the camera and more doing the media stuff. And I think we both want to do it. It's just, yeah, I think, because otherwise you can get comfortable in doing it and doing your roles within that.
Yeah, man.
I think
it takes
time.
I did like some film for a reel this morning to announce this, and it wasn't too bad. But then I spotted like a toilet roll in the background, so I was like, we can't leave that on there.
Come on, that's what we want to see. A little toilet roll here and there.
Yeah, no. In hindsight, maybe I should have just left that in there and not overthought it, and people would have pointed it out, right? So,
and it's something to talk about in the comments too, which I find hard.
Yeah, I'm the overthinker as well. Actually, we're both overthinkers, I think.
Massively.
Same here. I think comes with the territory when it comes to songwriting and doing this shit. Overthinking is, it's huge.
Yeah.
I think Hugh probably in the back, like, you're more of the overthinker than I am. I think, like, sometimes it works because I'm quite relaxed. I'm like, let's just go with it. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens. Hugh, like, overthinks it, and, like, we kind of have that, like, meet in the middle sometimes, which works, where I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe we'll think about it a little bit more. And then sometimes he was like, okay, maybe I'm overthinking it, and it kind of balances us out, which works well.
That's perfect, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Absolutely, man. That's why we've ended up finishing things, I think, because I tend to go on forever.
Yeah, but like you said, right, you get to a point, it's like you gotta let it be and let it live and have its own fucking journey, and then you move on to the next one, you know.
Because do you know what, man? Like, you never know as well. In a couple of years' time, after you've released all this music, I feel, you might have a band, you might have other people involved, and you might just want to record another version, and it might be entirely different. But that's the beauty of songwriting, isn't it? You've always got that song. You can go back to it, man. You have this version. You might have another one in 5-10 years' time if you're still alive.
Yeah, that's right though. And you have the masters. You own the whole thing. It's your baby to do what you want with. So you can do whatever you want. That's the cool part.
Yeah.
Next time we talk, I want to talk about NFTs if you're down. Next time we do this, I think we should do this again. And if we do, I want to talk. How do you? Let's not get into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time looking into NFTs. I keep seeing it pop out. I know a little bit about it, but not enough to talk. So I'm gonna spend some time reading a bit about it. It's becoming popular. Like, every other post I see now is like, let's talk about NFTs. Let's talk about NFTs. NFTs are ruining this, and they're good for this. And
we should do it. We should have an IG live just on NFTs. See if we can kind of explain it and sort of discuss it.
Yeah, and a lot of people that I'm talking to, other artists, they're kind of like, talk more about it. You keep talking about it, because I've been talking about it in my stories. So yeah, man, I think we should totally do it. If you guys are down, I'd love to.
That's the next one then, man. That's the next one. NFTs. Joe Kenny is in the house. He knows all about NFTs. Joe Kenny's the guy who told me to buy Ethereum, and Ethereum has just gone through the roof today. So thanks for that, Joe, and thanks for joining. I'm going to give you a wave, man.
Thanks for telling me about that, Hugh.
Yeah, sorry, you're too late to the party. Well, maybe you're not too late to the party.
Oh, look.
Have a look. Anyway, chaps, it's been absolutely awesome having you in.
Yeah, guys.
Thank you, DadBOdd, and thank you, Malik. I hope he's finished his J outside now. So
yeah, he's passed out on the couch now.
Okay, cool, man. Get him working again. He needs to finish that EP. So.
Oh, I'm waking him up. I'm waking that motherfucker up for sure.
All right,
guys. Thanks again.
Thanks everyone for joining. We really appreciate it. Everyone have a good evening, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye, Amy.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, guys.